Okay, so here we are looking at data from Hofstede Insights. They are generous enough to release some of their data on cultures and values to the public. And you can go, procure this data if you'd like. They have a really cool country comparison tool where you can look at different nations and some of their value orientations. So go to Hofstede Insights and check that out if you're interested. But what we're seeing here are rankings for individualism, which of course adheres to the definition, this metric adheres to the definition that I provided you on the previous slide from Hofstede. And what you're seeing here is that the US is leading the pack in our very narrow selected sample here with an individualism score of 91. In fact, that's the highest individualism score of all nations that Hofstede Insights collects data for, and among other data sets that I've seen, such as the World Values Survey, the U.S. Consistently scores at the top of the list in terms of its individualistic value orientation. You do see sometimes some smaller scale societies showing high individualism scores, such as like a Luxembourg or something like that. But those, of course, are very different kind of social context, much smaller populations, much less diverse demographically, and among other factors. But so what we're seeing here, of course, is the U.S. With a score of 91. You have Italy, which is showing a score of 76. You have Japan. Japan shows a score of around 45 for its individualism. And then you have Ethiopia, which is scoring a 20. Now, interestingly enough, we could have included a lot of different countries here, but if we included China, we would see that China is also around a 20. Which kind of complicates our analysis and makes some of the generalizations that were made previously in the lecture, or that Max Weber makes in the Protestant Ethic, a little bit problematic. But we can always contextualize that by thinking about some of the contemporary social changes there. So, I'm showing you a sample of nations all located in different continents, and showing very different levels of individualism, just so you can get an idea of how this value is distributed globally.